Raindrop. I can't even start without laughing. Listen, y'all know we're goofballs. Dustin and I, no, we are not starring in the new season of Heated Rivalry.
And where did they find out what sport we would have been playing? But yes,
Well, I like a wide receiver.
do you really? I love a tight end myself. So
Oh,
yeah.
are you a
So
quarterback too?
looks like we'll be all over the field, okay? You know what
Ah,
I'm saying?
Field of
Oh
Dreams.
yes. Oh yes. If you build it, they will come, okay?
This is why it happens on Patreon because I get to be a little bit more,
Oh yeah,
uh,
risque.
risque. But
Yeah.
look, Raindrops, we are here to recap season 4,
Hmm.
episodes 1 through 3 of my new favorite show, The
Obsession,
Traitors.
baby. It's our obsession right now.
Dustin, this
Mhm.
show. Okay, so Raindrops. I have never watched this show before, right? Dustin hit me up and he was like, I think we should recap the Traitors. And I said, I actually think you're right because number one, the show is huge and
Hmm.
I have FOMO. And I knew that last season, everybody was talking about it. Dustin, last year, going into New Year's, I was in Hawaii with a
Yeah.
friend of, with my girlfriends. And long story short, one of their neighbors, they were like, what do you do for a living? I run down my resume. And he was like, do you know Phaedra? And I said, yeah, she did Atlanta Housewives. That's the show I was telling you about. He said, I've never seen Housewives ever, but I've seen Traitors. And I'm obsessed with her. And I'm watching Married to Medicine.
See the power of that show, the power of the traders. Yes. And she was listen, Phaedra on Housewives is a different conversation. Phaedra on the traders, she was an outstanding player on that game. One of the best traders of all time out of all 4 seasons. I watched the first 3 seasons and we're watching the fourth season now.
Yeah.
But Phaedra was outstanding on the trader. So his reaction was warranted for sure.
Yes, no, it's such a big show. So let me tell you guys something. This is a show that is going to be appointment television for me.
Yes.
Dustin, I kept refreshing my Peacock because I'm
Hmm.
like, when is this motherfucker? Like, when's this coming
Yeah.
on?
Come out. Okay, we was ready for the show to come out.
Baby, I know a little bit, think about coming out,
Hmm.
but this is such a phenomenal show. We have to get right into it. I'm going to start by saying this, Dustin, and then we'll
Yeah.
recap the 3 episodes. In my humble opinion,
Hmm.
as I'm watching Traitors season 4, episodes 1 through 3, okay? I, Carlos King, will go on record saying, so far, this show belongs to Candice Dillard Bassett.
100%. Let's clap for her. Clap for her. Give it up for Candace. Another prime example. Love her or hate her on Real Housewives of Potomac in just 3 episodes, really in just one. Because as soon as Mama found out, as soon as that shoulder got tapped, it was game on. You see the way she shook her head? She was like, yes, silent. She was ready. And Candace is beyond fit for the job of being a trader. Okay. And another thing about Candace being a trader, being this show, this is a game show, right? So the cast changes
Yes.
every season. But if you are a trader, it's like being a lead on this show. So for all intents and purposes, like
Mm.
she's like a star of the show already, and people are focused. She's a focal point of the show because of the way the game works, simply by her being a trader already. Add into that her wit, her knowledge, you know what I mean? That mouthpiece, her conniving ability, and her complete focus on leaning all the way into playing the game. Candace is knocking it out the park, and honestly, she's already done better than Phaedra. I'm not making a comparison, but just as a marker, she's already outplayed Phaedra completely. Because Phaedra relied on a, you'll see, because you're definitely gonna go back and watch. Phaedra relied on a lot of, Candace is operating from a skilled lens. The way that she's playing this game is masterful. And if you watch the earlier seasons, you'll really you see the brilliance already. She's getting down.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, listen. I definitely have to watch season three where Frasier was on then because for you to make that statement is huge because we all know that Dustin Ross is a historian of all things, especially unscripted television. You and I both know that last year when the word traitors was used, Phaedra's name immediately followed. And as somebody
Synonymous.
who's never watched, the show, I even knew that this Phaedra that I know personally is somebody that is killing it over in traitors. So for you to say in 3 episodes that Candace Dillard Bassett is already doing better than Phaedra, then
Yeah.
Candace, come and get your baddie chain.
For sure. Give it up. Give it up. Because she definitely deserves it. The wit, the humor, when she's in her confessional scenes, the way that she's engaging with when her and Lisa Rinna, who I can't stand already, but when her and Lisa Rinna started screaming in the room, I forgot what it's called, where they meet up, where the traders all meet up. But when they walked
Yes.
in the room and saw each other and started screaming, Candace she's perfect for this job. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hmm.
She no, she really is. And I listen, for me, it goes to show you that it's nice to see our housewives, right, in different light because I felt that Candace owned it. So, like you said, here I am watching the show. We see Porsha as a housewife that's on the show. Dorinda Medley from the Real Housewives of New York City. We got Caroline Stonesbury from the Real Housewives of Dubai and formerly of Ladies of London, and Candice Dillard Bassett. So they all arrive, separate trucks. The anticipation is there. Everybody meet each other. Candace is dressing the part, and baby, so is
Hmm.
Dorinda.
Hmm.
So is
Hmm.
Dorinda.
Hmm. Hmm.
That
That gold
number,
jacket, yeah. Uh-huh. Dorinda ain't playing. Also, Carlos, they pick like those are heavy hitters as far as the Bravo franchises are concerned, right? Dorinda
yes,
Medley from New York, she meant a lot to New York. Candace meant a lot to Potomac. You know what I'm saying? Portia means a lot to Atlanta. Who? Oh, Caroline Stanbury. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Central figure in even building that Dubai cast out. So like they picked like some of the cream of the crop. Well,
yes,
as far
and,
as like their Bravo relevance, you know what I'm saying?
oh, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. And to round out the rest of the cast raindrops, you got Donna Kelsey, who is the mother of obviously Travis Kelsey and his brother, who are the football stars. We got Johnny Weir, Tara Lipinski. They're both Olympians.
Hmm.
Natalie Anderson from Survivor, Jam Jam from Survivor, Ian Terry from Big Brother, Monet Exchange from Drag Race. Unfortunately, we have Michael Rappaport.
Unfortunately, we're gonna give him a section later. He's coming.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay. Colton Underwood from The Bachelor.
Hmm.
Eric Nam, who is a TV personality and a musical artist. And Kristen Kish, who is the host of Top Chef. Mark Ballas, who is from Dancing with the Stars, Maura Higgins from Love Island, and Natalie Anderson, who also won Survivor 2. I'm trying to, is Rob R from Love
Hmm.
Island, who's a
Hmm.
traitor, Ron Funches, who is a comedian,
Hmm.
Stephen Coletti, as we all know from Laguna Beach and One Tree Hill. Tiffany Mitchell from Big Brother. We're gonna talk about Tiffany too, baby.
Hmm.
We're gonna talk
Hmm.
about Tiffany.
Hmm.
So that's the cast. So they all arrive at the castle, and like Dustin said, immediately we learn as their I like to call it the war room.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
they're all in the war room, and we
Hmm.
see that Lisa Rinna, Candace, and Rob C.
Hmm.
Right? Rob
Hmm.
C. No, not no. Is it Rob? No,
Rob
it's
C, the
another.
guy that
I think Rob C is the one that
they sent home
they
first.
sent home. Yeah. So Rob, there's a lot of Rob. So Rob, they're all the traitors. Like Dustin said, you see the smirk on Candace's face, and that's when I knew that the producers knew what time it was. And from there, Dustin, I knew with those three being the traitors, two housewives. Let me ask you this. Is that the first time two housewives have been traitors at the same time?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
What?
Yes, for sure. That's the very first time. And they picked two vicious, two really sharp edge, you know what I'm saying, housewives. They got them. They picked the right ones. Perfect choices. Perfect. Yes. This is the first time. Yep. Housewives history. Mm-hmm.
And it goes to show you because we all know that Housewives is a big international show. So to have Lisa Rinna, who was very cunning when she was on Beverly Hills, Candace was cunning when she was on Potomac. Rob, to me, which I thought was a perfect choice. Listen, he's easy on the eyes. He's very nice. He seems very unassuming. So to balance these two vicious, right? Victorious women, I thought it was very smart to balance him out with a nice guy.
Me too. They
Now,
think he's stupid. He was on Love Island. You know what I'm saying?
did you
They're
watch
gonna
the
think he's
show?
in and out. I was not a Love Island devotee like a lot of these people were.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched in and out. So no, not sufficiently. But they think that he comes from Love Island. They think he's an airhead. They're gonna think that the housewives are airheads too because they're housewives. But what they don't realize is that those are three of the smartest players amongst this cast. Now, when I tell you Lisa Rinna, and she was so, they picked three people who are so excited to be traders as well. So this is just, they couldn't have done a better job picking out this group. Hmm.
So then we have the new bomb that was dropped, Dustin, which,
Hmm.
according to the show, for the first time ever,
Hmm.
there's a secret traitor amongst them.
Some new shit. And the viewing audience didn't even know who it was. So it was a real secret. Locked down, secret, for real. But yeah, that was new. That definitely threw me off. I didn't know how it was gonna work. Like, well, how are they going to vote? How are they gonna and then once Alan explained how it was gonna work, it made perfect sense. And it did make the game that much more exciting because there's simply a another layer of the unknown. You just literally have no idea who else is watching. It was just incredible. So I thought that was brilliant on behalf of the producers to include that. Hmm.
Yeah, no, it was great. So here they are. They're doing their first activity of the day, their first challenge. It includes rowing in the boat. They are trying to get these coffins and put the coffins in the grave of these contestants. During this moment is when the likes of Michael Rappaport started to irk my nerves, and my nerves have been irked for him ever since he and Kenya were on Watch What Happens Live.
Hmm.
And I have loathed this man ever since
Hmm.
because, and I'm gonna say it, and I don't care who's offended, the vitriol that he had towards Kenya, I thought was very, in the words of Nene, when Kim Zolciak said they had chicken, it was very suspect.
Very suspect. I thought that was very suspect. We didn't have chicken. We had lamb and shrimp. Michael. First of all, you said it nicely. I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it, right? Fuck Michael Rappaport. He always got his nose in somebody motherfucking business. Always got something to say about a black issue, about black women, black people. Always talking shit about that. He was pseudo alluding to supporting the some policies that right now that are very harmful to a lot of other people. And he really stuck his foot in there. He has an obsession for some reason with being deemed a hood, a tough street smart person. Every 5 minutes on this goddamn show, he talking about how he's from New York and you got to be able to, you feel me, using AAVE and black colloquialisms that sound out of place and obtuse to the rest of his language. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell
Mm-hmm.
that it is something that is important to him, which worries me as old as his motherfucking ass is, that he still doesn't even know who he is. He's still searching for an identity. To me, he disrupts the fun of the game. When you're a person who he's a one trick pony, you know what I'm saying? All he got is being adversarial and confrontational with the other guests. That's it. He's fucking entitled, which we'll get to later on. He
Mm-hmm.
made up ideas and made up things that he felt he was owed and entitled to, and a say that he felt he was always entitled to have. I cannot stand Michael Rappaport with his. He looks like he's been skinned alive. That's what he looks like. He literally looks raw, like he is not done. You know, and I ain't never seen a preemie adult. You know what I'm saying, in my life, but that's what he looked like he's not complete.
All right, Raindrops, if you want to watch more of that video, head to my Patreon page, okay? That is patreon.com/BCarlosKing. Once again, patreon.com/BCarlosKing.